So I know in the paperwork, I put up like your before and after. And I just want to remind you guys, like it's a really, really good practice to notice what it's like, how it's showing up now, and then to spell it out for the subconscious, what it would look like when you overcome it. And the reason is because the subconscious mind is very much like a computer, right? It's very literal. It doesn't learn in the abstract. So if I say I don't want to have social anxiety, my subconscious mind doesn't really understand that. It's very much in the present. It's very much in the positive. It doesn't hear the word not. Just like a computer, I can't type in do not type in red. It's like, what? I have to put in what I want it to be. That's why that exercise is so helpful, because you start putting your mind on, oh, well, when I'm over this is what I do. This is what I think. This is what I say. It's giving like the GPS coordinates to your subconscious mind as to what it looks like. So if anyone hasn't done that yet, I really want to encourage you to do that. The other thing we talked about was, again, starting to notice, because if we don't notice it, we can't change it. And so what we tend to do with social anxiety, I don't know about you guys, yes or no in the chat box, but we tend to try to change the outside, right? If I have social anxiety, I try to do things differently to get a different outcome on the outside. But if we have the same beliefs and the same thoughts and the same emotions and the same body sensations that keep social anxiety alive, we're constantly picking ourselves up, flinging ourselves against a wall, coming back down, and then trying to do it over and over. It just seems so much easier to change the outside. Is that what I'm hearing? Yes. Our thought is, if I can change the outside, then I won't have social anxiety. And that's a strategy that shows up in the reason we think like that is because in childhood, we did need it from the outside. We did need somebody to mirror us to know we were okay. So that's 100% true when we were children. And so if we didn't get that, the strategy is to keep trying to get it from the outside because we didn't get it. Does that make sense? But it doesn't work. It doesn't. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Trying to do it on the outside, from the outside in. Does it work? It's almost like it's a temporary thing. So for example, if you go out and maybe for some reason you have a confidence that day and you get a response externally from somebody and you're like, oh, they viewed me that way, therefore I can feel like that. And we get that outside confirmation. Does it stay? Or do we need another outside confirmation to be able to keep it? It's temporary. Yeah. So the real key is to change the inside. It says by outside, do you mean sensations in the body? Actually, what I'm referring to is outside confirmation. So for example, let's say I have social anxiety and I go out and I'm around people. And for some reason, I click really well with somebody. And so I feel really good because I had this external confirmation that I'm okay. That's what I'm referring to. So when we look for that, that's kind of what we're always trying to receive. Correct? Wow, I hope you guys can't hear my stomach. It's really loud. Okay. But anytime we get this outside confirmation that we are okay, it's temporary. Because if the belief is, I'm okay if somebody sees me that way, what if the next time somebody doesn't see us that way? Then all of a sudden we feel back at square one. And then I couldn't believe the external because it seldom hits the authentic self. And that's the other thing. We're needing it from the outside, but there's this piece of us that's like, no, I'm not okay. And so it's really about changing how we show up for ourselves with those pieces that are still stuck, that didn't get what they needed.